is this? It is God's love.
I am Sivasankar, Secretary of Department of Power, Government of Kerala, and CMD of Kerala State Legislative Board. Say a round of applause for Power Secretary of Government of Kerala. I request my team to chair this session. So this session will be on public sector undertakings and how they are driving the Make in India, or you can say a Digital India, or the scheme which Government of Kerala, if they are PSUs of Kerala state, how they are contributing to the economy of economy of Kerala, and if they are central PSUs, how they are contributing to the economy of the country, and if they are of some other states. So the basic concept of this session is to understand how PSUs are contributing to the economy in this era of Digital India. So we welcome Honorable Power Secretary. A round of applause for him once again, please. And sir, we have eminent speakers from various verticals. We have Mr. Ravi Kumar with us. Mr. Ravi Kumar is a Deputy General Manager of National Small Industries Corporation of Limited. A round of applause for Mr. Ravi Kumar. He heads the south region of National Small Industries Corporation, all the 6 states in the southern part of the country. He heads that part of the country for NSIC. We also have Ma'am Gauri Rajan, who is Deputy General Manager IT of New India Assurance Company Limited. So a round of applause for this guest from BFSI sector. When we have a PSU from small industry sector, it's a PSU from BFSI sector, Banking and Financial Services Insurance Corporation. And then we have Mr. Mushtaq Ahmed, who is the Deputy General Manager of Kerala Financial Corporation. A round of applause for Mr. Mushtaq Ahmed from the state of Kerala, and he will be talking about how his PSU is contributing in financial development of the state. Then we have from Government of India, Mr. S.K. Panda, who is the Director and DGS and DGS&D of Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India. A round of applause for Mr. S.K. Panda, please. And we have also one more very important speaker from a very important organization of this country, which is contributing for many years to majorly to the economy of India. I'm glad to invite Mr. Atul Rastogi, who is a Deputy General Manager of Gas Authority of India Limited, GAIL. Deputy General Manager, he looks after information technology in GAIL. So, sir, now I hand over this session to you. Over to you, sir.
I think we have a very diverse panel here on the stage. At fairly different segments of the economy and PSUs of various shades and hues. It will be very interesting for all of you to listen to the contribution of the initiatives which have been taken by these PSUs in making India digital India context. Most of the PSUs who are present here are working in the service sector and not directly in the production sector per se, except perhaps GAIL. I don't know how you call it, the point which needs to be noted here is that in the normal production environment, there is certain level of automation and mechanization and consequent IT introduction, which is automatic. In the service sector, this is primarily driven by competition or demand by customers for improved services. Left to itself, many PSUs in the service sector may not have opted to have a substantial IT program on their own. As a person who is heading the electric utility in the state, I can vouch the same is the case with the state electricity board. However, this is one organization which, as early as in 2007, had come out with a IT policy and a framework for IT intervention. And one thing which makes the Kerala State University, my organization, fairly unique is that in this IT policy and all the subsequent interventions which we have done, we have given a tremendous focus to open source software, free and open source software, and platform independent, vendor neutral and platform independent solutions. This had created a lot of problems for us in the initial stages, in the sense that technical support, qualified personnel were really lacking. Over a period of time, we have built up a very small but strong team who can handle this initiative or this paradigm. Now, of late, then we thought the problems were far from over. But 5 years back, Government of India came up with this massive IT program for the utility sector, which is called Restructured Accelerated Power Development and Reform Program, under which enterprise level solutions are being rolled out in utilities throughout, with data centers, call centers, all the processes being IT enabled. There, we had this huge issue because the solutions which we had at that particular point of time, which were homegrown, which were developed internally, to scale it up to enterprise level solutions into this broader ambit of RAPDRP proved to be a very big challenge, and we are still grappling with it. Fortunately, we had a very good partner, which is the Korean Development Network, which is the IT arm of the Korean Electric Power Company, and together we have been undertaking this journey substantially. So the experience which I can bring to the table is the story of a public utility which had opted to work in the free and open source software regime, platform independent regime, and where we had to meet the challenges of rapid deployment and massive IT enabling of the entire enterprise under this under this free and open source framework. What it has helped the organization to achieve is a very core team of extremely competent IT managers who can work in the free and open source software area. The experience of my colleagues on the dais would be diverse and interesting, so we will just listen to them first, and before we have can draw conclusions on what are the salient features of such contributions by PSUs and what is the way forward. So first and foremost, let me request Mr. Devi Kumar of National Small Scale Industries Corporation to present his experience.
Thank you, Shivshankar sir. My co-speakers on the dais, organizers, participants of this program, a very warm good afternoon to all of you. I would like to compliment the organizer, elets, and the host state, Kerala, for arranging such a wonderful event, which is very, very relevant in the context of Make in India and Digital India era. PSUs a driving force in Make in India during the digital era. The first impact on the PSUs is there are no more PSUs. At least central PSUs are now called as PSEs, Public Sector Enterprises. It's an impact of digital era, I would say. They are more enterprising now, more dynamic, professional, and very vibrant, and always in the forefront of the development. They are the engines of the growth for any country. They are the, one of the main pillar, I would say, for the economy. They are always been a pilots for many new initiatives. Most of the PSUs are giving a lot of thrust to the Make in India initiative. The dawn of digitalization has propelled voice to search in every sphere of activity. The economy has been given a new dimension with Make in India domain, and why not? It is relevant ideology to be adopted, particularly with the kind of platform that technology has provided us. While India is the host to the reservoir of the best brains that drives the best technologies all over the world, it is only but natural to adapt at home. And yes, PSUs have implemented the Make in India in letter and spirit. I don't know how many of you are aware that there are 240 PSUs of central government alone, excluding the banks. If you take the state PSUs, the number goes in thousands. So they are definitely the pillar of the Indian economy. When it comes to the NSIC, I would like to share with you how the digital era and the technology helped us in coming out of many issues and challenges. When I joined in this corporation, 2,500 people was the strength of the company. The turnover that time was 200 crores. Today, our turnover is almost 22,000 crores, but the manpower is only 900. When the company was not doing well, we had to surrender a lot of people under VRS. When the company started doing well, we can't get back them instantly or immediately. It takes a long time and long process. But IT and IT-enabled services helped us in a big way in facing the challenge of manpower. How we are using this IT and IT-enabled services for the benefit of our customers and also for the benefit of our own company, I would also like to share. even the Government of India initiatives on making India a reality and clubbing this IT and digital era. One such scheme of the Government of India is that public and our ministry, rather MSME ministry scheme is public procurement policy. 20% of the goods and services procured by all the CPSUs are mandatorily have to be procured from micro small enterprise. It is a step towards making this Make in India realization through indigenization. 20% of this product and services have to be mandatorily procured through e-procurement rather from the micro small enterprises. The micro small enterprises registered with NSIC are given a preference by way of exempting from EMD, purchase reference and tender forms free of cost and all that. So in this process, many of the PSUs, public sector enterprises, PSUs, they are encouraging indigenization. They are looking for more and more, micro small enterprise locally. That too, they are looking for the locally. Like we had a requirement from NTPC yesterday. This 20% is a mandatory, but as of 31st January, they are able to reach only 9%. So they are approaching our local offices and requesting for the data of micro small enterprises. Data again, the digitalization and the IT comes into the picture. They are not able to get on the net. They are asking us NSIC to give the data of the suppliers of the particular product. So time is very short, 2 months. They want to comply with that and they have to give the reports to the government. Again, the data is playing a big role here. So all these PSUs and government departments, they are using this IT and IT enabled services to get data. NSIC being in this, field for many years, we are more than 60 years, we are helping the micro small enterprise by giving many services, integrated kind of services. One of our such services, single point registration scheme. We register these MSCs, those who are competent to supply to the government departments. Under this single point registration scheme also, we have totally digitalized. Any company can download the application form. Once they submit the application form, they can also track the status of the application form online. They need not to visit our office. They need not to waste our time. It is all happened because of digital era and this IT service. We are also stimulating Make in India campaign under the ambit of Digital India through various other means, like another B2B and B2C. NSIC is the pioneer to provide B2B and B2C platform for MSCs. The micro small enterprise, really small companies, one-man show, they can't afford to have their own website, they can't afford to sell their products online. So NSIC provided a platform, B2B and B2C. Under B2C, a lot of information is provided, global trade leads, the information on the products, information on the joint ventures, information on the various trade shows happening, all the developments happening in the particular sector, all the government tender information, everything is provided through this micro small enterprise who have become the members of NSIC under B2B. B2C, again, it is another revolution. We have come out with a B2C, business to customer portal, wherein we have more than 1 lakh members as of today. So they can sell the products online without paying any commission to anybody. There are so many online portals, but they charge. But NSIC, we don't charge anything, free of cost. They can sell without paying any commission through online. They can display, web space is given, all the very customer friendly features are there. So we also conduct various international exhibitions. One of our flagship event is Tech Mart, where all the MSME technologies are displayed. The companies, that is held in Delhi. The companies situated far end of India, like corner of India, who cannot afford to be physically present for 14 days and display their products, they can use the platform of virtual display. Virtual display is there, so the visitors can see your products without your presence, can take all your contact details and can get in touch with you. This is another big revolution because of the digital era. PSUs have come to the e-tendering mode. You are all aware that because of this e-tendering, transparency and accountability improves, and even the right deserving customer, deserving person will get the order from the government companies. Even the basic formal communication are happening through emails. Even every day we have 165 branches all over India. We are also, of course, going for the ERP. Before the ERP being implemented, we have a system of reporting every day through WhatsApp. Every branch head reports highlights of that day through WhatsApp. The CMD and the directors have the access to this information. So we are using this technology and IT for enhancing the performance of the branches and overall the corporation. Many PSUs, for instance, have been promoting ancillaries. When we started PSUs itself, the translation concept has been brought. The ancillaries are there to cater to the needs of MSMEs. MSMEs are growing because of this ancillarization. PSUs have been creating a conducive environment for catalyzing Make in India. This is nothing but again encouraging Make in India, which is actualized, owned and complemented by Digital India. Even our ministry has come out with the Udyog Aadhaar. Previously, the registration of a small enterprise, now earlier it was called EM Part 1, Entrepreneurs Memorandum Part 1, Part 2. Now it is called Udyog Aadhaar. So for the registration of your company, you need not to go to any government office. Generally, you are supposed to go to the district industry center and wait a week to 2 weeks to 3 weeks, depending on whether it is EM Part 1 or Part 2. This is another very good initiative because of this IT and IT-enabled service. Now, by filling in the simple one-page format, you can register your company as a micro, small and medium enterprise in 15 minutes time. This is called Udyog Aadhaar. Just self-declaration. If you have a Aadhaar card, that is sufficient. If you have a just Aadhaar card, you can have the Udyog Aadhaar, which is eligible to get many state incentives and also bank loans, many things. So our ministry has started this, and also there is a lot of information available in the form of books. So nowadays, a lot of money can be saved. We need not to print the books and raise the money. There are several incentives for the MSMEs, micro, small, medium enterprises of Government of India and state government. There are 32 ministries of Government of India offering various incentives to the micro, small, medium enterprise. Our ministry has come out with one publication of all the 32 ministries that is available on the website of the ministry under the click e-books. With a click of button, you get the entire information. You need not to run around the offices to find out the information. You need not visit the websites of all 32 ministries and departments. Under e-books, the entire information is available. In furthering, ministry has come out with Udyog Aadhaar and also many other initiatives through Digital India initiative, enabling planning of growth intervention with real-time data and need-based facilitation. Ministry's spirit behind such endeavors is to ultimately encourage entrepreneurs to register and take advantage of various schemes and services being offered by the government, thereby consolidate on strong platform of technology to realize the call of Make in India, which is happening in all vigor, driven by the very competent public sector enterprises. All such schemes and services designed and offered by Ministry has the focus to give the aspiring and existing entrepreneurs the comfort zone and the confidence to concentrate on the productivity. The Make in India week just that concluded in Mumbai on 18th stands testimony to promise that initiatives of Make in India and Digital India hold aimed at giving an enabling environment for manufacturing, design innovations, investments in the country. We are all aware that Make in India week in Mumbai is a grand success. There are many initiatives of the government to encourage Make in India and Digital India. For example, Ministry of Defence is giving a lot of thrust to indigenization. Presently, 70% of the defense requirements are met through imports. So the prime focus is now indigenization. For this, they are encouraging MSMEs. They are also encouraging a lot of Indian companies. There's a defense offset policy making it mandatory for the OEMs to procure 30% of their outsourcing from Indian companies if the order is above 300 crores. When it goes to MSMEs, if the OEMs are purchasing through MSMEs, again the multiplier effect is given. So previously it was not in the talk, or it is very rare to find any MSEs to get the defense order. Now the MSME sector is also playing very big role in the defense sector, not only in defense sector, in any other sectors, and the Digital India and Make in India is helping in a big way. Even while attending this program, I am able to interact with my officers, I am able to see what they are doing, I am connected with all my branches, all the time I have been working. It's a peak quarter, the last quarter, you can't afford to, dealing with your offices. So Digital India and internet is enabling in a big way to get connected and to provide the instant solutions. I request one and all to use IT and IT enabled services to empower your companies. I thank organizers once again for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
I would request Ms. Gauri Galchan. Can we just keep this a bit brief, because I think we are already on, we have some pressure on time. Gauri, please.
Well, so that is why, as Mr. Shankar has told me to keep it brief, I will not be showing you long PPTs. I know this is the last session. It has been 2 long days. I also thank the organizers for having given me an opportunity both yesterday and today, and to all my co-panelists, Mr. Ravi who spoke before, and to the entire audience. See, I have seen these today's full deliberations and deliberations of what took place yesterday for maybe half a session. I came from Mumbai. I joined in the afternoon. See, one of the things that I want to just draw a few points, and then I will come to what we are doing in the digital space and what is Make in India. In the afternoon, we saw a nice new initiative of Vehicle ST, where he showed how he will be tracking the vehicles, how he will be taking us to the nearest, to reach the nearest transport, where he will be capturing autos, service, taxi, and the commercial vehicles, and people are benefiting by this initiative. What I would also like is we should add insurance to it. Today, one of the biggest problems we are having in our insurances, first is in India still insurance is only life insurance. I am talking about the general insurance space, and as an economy grows and progresses, what happens is prosperity needs protection. Prosperity also brings health issues, that again needs insurance, which is again available in the general insurance space. So coming back to my vehicles, what I would also like is I just had a word with him, but I would like him to cover whether the vehicle is insured or not. Because if your vehicle is not insured and it meets with an accident, you're not covering the third party liability, which is actually a mandatory insurance in our country. Now, I'm not going into the statistics. We have the regulator who's constantly endeavoring to do new things, but it is a fact that there is a large portion of our vehicles which are uninsured, and only technology, a better coordination between RTO, the insurance companies, etc., can bring all vehicles into the insurance ambit. The other aspect, like be it the cybercrime, be it all the problems that we are looking into, again, the only thing is when crime cannot be prevented. In fact, I was a little taken aback. I have heard as infrastructure as a service, software as a service, platform as a service. Today, our earlier speaker has added crime as a service. So if crime is also going to become a service, the only thing we can have is to protect ourselves some way against the crime. Then another aspect of insurance which I would like to highlight to you all. See, we recently had the Chennai floods. See, and even last year we had Hudhud, we had Baroda floods, we had Uttarakhand floods, we had Jammu and Kashmir floods, we've had a lot of floods now in the last 2 years. See, in the floods we have been able to contain the loss of human lives thanks to better disaster management, better coordination. But what about the loss to the life of property? That has been tremendous. And the toll on loss, see, our reaction is always to protect people, give the basic necessities. But the long-term effect when your business or your livelihood is lost, the compensation or to come up takes a very long time. And there again, I would only recommend people at least go insure yourself. If you insure your house, if you insure your property, you will some way, see, insurance is just to compensate your immediate monetary loss, but it will at least help you stand up on your feet, so as to say. So again, I feel even in disaster management, any disaster, see, natural calamities cannot be prevented. We are doing better and better predictions, but still there has been losses, and considering the global warming and considering how technology will be contributing to also global warming in some way, because I feel we talk a lot about the trees which we are saving by the loss of by cutting down the printing and paper, but I don't know whether we are addressing e-waste. What will happen when the billion plus people start using technology of all hues and kinds, and how are we going to deal with e-waste? That's a question that always comes to my mind. Maybe somebody will answer it for me over here. That's one aspect also I feel we all have to think, and that again brings me to, I can only think of some ways to mitigate that loss. Then again in the cyber world, see, I would also like to say today, because considering the professional services delivery etc. that we have to do, liability is a very important part of insurance, and I think all companies have liability insurances covering professionals, and I think that is one aspect which people should look into over here. And coming back to what we as a company have in the digital space, like Mr. Ravi said, we started our first foray into computerization as early as in the early mid-80s. Then in the 90s, we had one system which was client server, and in the 2008 onwards, we have a core system. We have, like they say in the beginning, you do the core and then you want to do something more in the digital space. So we have the portals. We have portals for all intermediaries. We have for agents, development officers, brokers, corporate agents. And after the portals, we also are available on the mobile apps. We give you quick renewals, quick payments on the mobile apps. We have also put up a stall over here. And I'm sure that insurance awareness, see, insurance is very, very, still, our penetration is extremely low. And I think we as a country going forward, in fact, one of the initiatives I would say in Digital India contribution from the government has been the 3 schemes launched by Mr. Modi, which has really picked up as far as insurance is concerned, be it the life insurance, be it the pension plan for the growing aged, and we are also moving to the Western world where each one will have to look after themselves. The children may not be in a position to look after the parents. So only old age security, etc. These are avenues we should look at. So as far as our digital space continuing, I would say that we have the portals, we have the mobile apps, we also are available on the Windows apps. We have had an e-lounge, and we also it is available in kiosks, and we are tied up with the Kerala government in their IT mission Akshaya. Through our Akshaya portal, they can do insurance business. That is also one initiative which we are having. And on a daily basis in the IT, we are issuing more than almost 65,000 policies. We have nearly 9 crore policies per year. We process 70,000 claims per year. So all this is possible, like Mr. Ravi Kumar rightly said, in most of the banks and insurance companies there was a moratorium on recruitment from the 90s to the 2000s. In fact, till almost 2009-10, we had very skeletal recruitment, and if at all we could manage and also grow our business, it's only thanks to IT in a large measure, which managed to take over the manpower lost.
Of course, that doesn't compensate the loss of skilled manpower. The knowledge and experience will come only with, as you go the long way. So to keep it short, I would say, I would again tell all of you, although I'm not promoting insurance of my company, I'm promoting insurance as insurance. Because that is the only way I can see for a lot of issues which we've discussed, the only way of mitigation is take your insurances. And I think in the Western world, see, if you see a lot of, if you compare the Western world with our Indian country, they are virtually in every area they seek insurance, That's how they look at it. So I think we should also move towards that space. So thank you to everybody for giving me a patient hearing, and it's okay, thank you. Any questions? I think we take it in the comment section.
Respected Chair, fellow panelists and esteemed audience. I stand here representing Kerala Financial Corporation, a financial institution which has been set up under the Parliament's enactment, State Financial Corporations Act. The Act was enacted in 1951. We started operations in 1953. The main theme of the organization was, then the banking sector was mainly concentrated on funding balance sheets. That means people who had the wealth, who had the power, who had the capabilities established, they would get financed. But new entrepreneurs, especially in the manufacturing sector and other service sectors which are providing value addition, they were not getting finances. So that's the basic reason why state financial corporations were created, and we have been doing that very risky job since 1953. Last 62 years we have been doing that job, and one of the basic problems with that is that the quantum of loans in each of these startup and ventures is very small, so the numbers are huge. So we started off with a small organization, and as you know, like what our chair had said, we were forced to adopt digitalization and IT initiatives mainly because of compulsions. So I'll just tell out what those compulsions were and what are measures we had taken to actually get over those problems. Initially, the problem was all financial institutions, the main content of a financial institution is to maintenance of proper accounts. So that job was getting very tough with each passing day. That means every month, every transaction has to be accounted, it has to be recorded. Then every month you have to do your calculations of interest. Maybe in some cases even more frequently, calculation of interest, closing of accounts, financial statements, a lot of things. So all these activities were happening, and so this accounts was a very important factor as far as Kerala Financial Corporation was concerned. And to ensure that this activity happens in a proper way, our organization was growing in numbers. To maintain accounts, initially we had say about 20 people working in a branch that grew up to 40, 45, 50 and all, the numbers being mainly added on the accounts field. So what happened was that ultimately more and more people are going into accounts to ensure that the proper accounts are maintained, and the other major development aspect that we are supposed to do, that is the encouraging and initiating industrial development, and then maintaining them, monitoring them, giving them hands-on support, that was being lost. Our follow-up was getting lost. Second aspect was that because all these records are maintained in books, we are not able to get these records very fast, and because of that, what is happening and how each account is faring, we are not able to actually gauge it, and our analysis or our follow-up mechanism was getting affected because we are mainly following up on certain accounts only, and some of the accounts that are really going bad, we are not able to follow up. Ultimately, it is a situation where people started telling that you take a loan from KFC, you need not repay it because they don't come behind you, they don't follow up behind you, because the numbers were huge. Startups means 5 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 5 lakh loans, and the numbers every year we are sanctioning around 3,000, 4,000 loans to different places in Kerala. So then we started in 1988, we made the first initiative. We thought, or at least our accounts, both loan accounts as well as staff employee accounts and staff matters should be computerized. So we should have an IT product for that. So we started off with a cobalt program with a flat database. By 1992, we were able to bring out a system wherein all our accounts, total accounts were all completely computerized, and we were able to take our final balance sheet, everything through the computers. Only since 1992, we were doing that. Then the problem arose, data. See, computerization accounts, okay, the cashier has an account, has a computer in front of him or her, he or she enters all the transactions, the computing is being done by a person in the branch, and accounts are all proper. But now, no data is available. We could add more avenues for data entry, but nothing was happening. So then the real issue came: how will you ensure that data happens? Because all these data were manually available in the files, but we are not able to bring it onto the system. So if this data are available in the system, what happens is that we won't have to go back into the files each time, and those repetitive actions could have been avoided. But nobody was ready to enter this data. So we needed a system wherein every activity in the organization was to be brought into the system, so that you are forced to enter the data so that you get an output. So we started moving in that direction from 2008 onwards, and 2 years back we have set up a system, core financial system, wherein all the activities of the corporation can be done through the system. Now, starting from like a startup company, when they have a plan in their mind, they can come, go into the website of KFC, www.kfc.org, register their plan, that's all. Just give a hint that we have a plan like this, we are so and so people, we have a plan like this to set up something innovative in this place. Now, once that is registered, immediately you get an SMS saying that, okay, your application, your registration has been done, you get this registration number, you can refer this registration number for future references. Now then, we have an expert panelist, expert group which interacts with these people, which has both people from the industry, from the sector where they are planning, and then bankers, trainers, all these people constitute a committee which and they are made to pitch their idea before this committee. That after pitching that project is selected for financing, and then we have all these activities like your call for a pitching, your selection, then your training date, your call for a training which goes on for about 2 to 3 weeks, and all these activities you get your information through the SMS because of our system. Now once this training is there, now that was another challenge which came for KFC. Like we have a training module, but people come, you hear a training module and you go off. After some time, after 1 month, when they start the industry, they think that something was taught in that class, but I don't remember that. So now, as part of that initiative, we are almost on the verge of finalizing a package wherein these classes are available online. Any person can access these classes, classes from experts online. We have a portal for the education portal for that has been created, and I think the work has already started on that. Now, the application. After that training is over, you have to give a formal application to KFC. The application is made online, and the provision is there to make application online. All the processing, as far as the loan is concerned, up to the close of the loan now can be done through the system. But the mindset is still not there. Most of our employees still prefer to have documents, to have the files. They feel comfortable only when something is available in the file. So that is one area where we are really facing problems, because the resistance from the organization is high when it comes to online processes. So now, as an initiative towards that, we have started one center in Trivandrum, and we have named it KFC Innovation Center. That will be dealing with all small loans, all innovative projects, all loans from startups, and up to 100 lakhs. All the loans in Trivandrum district will be dealt with that innovation center, and nothing in that innovation center will be based on paper. 100% it will be online and through digitalized mechanism. So we plan to have more centers like this in Ernakulam and Kozhikode, and so that they understand, the other branches also understand that this is very comfortable. We can depend on that. We can definitely be moving towards a paperless office. So these are the initiatives that we have been taking recently in this regard, and I thank the organizers for having given this opportunity, for having presented what KFC has been doing for the digitalization part of it. Thanks a lot.
Very good evening to everyone who is present here. I have a presentation, and I will explain through this presentation that how GAIL is contributing to Make in India program and what digital initiatives we are taking for making our business processes more efficient. some background about GAIL. GAIL is a youngest Maharatna company, and we have a turnover of around 56,000 crores, profit of about 3,000 crores, and we are the #1 natural gas company in India, and we are present in all the sectors of hydrocarbon value chain, right from E&P, LNG sourcing, LNG regasification, and we do have pipelines, and in the downstream side we have LPG and petrochemicals, and now we are diversifying into wind power and solar power. GAIL has a pipeline, natural gas pipeline of 11,000 kilometers, and we are also transporting LPG, and with about 2,000 kilometers of pipeline. Gas, as we know, is a clean fuel, is considered to be the fuel of 21st century. So we have been supplying gas to power plants, fertilizer plants, and we know what is the role of power in Make in India. And energy is very, very important for Make in India. So we are dealing in energy, and we are also in downstream petrochemicals and LPG. Similarly, we are in the city gas, being the clean fuel. We have 8 JVs where we are providing the CNG fuel to automobiles. The IT adoption has also evolved over a period of time in GAIL. In 2000, we had decentralized applications, and the decentralized servers were there for email. In 2004, we centralized and implemented SAP ERP. And in 2008, we were one of the first companies who implemented 3-way DR. That means we have 3 data centers, 2 at Noida and 1 at Jaipur, and this we implemented for ensuring the zero data loss for the business applications. In 2012, we implemented gas management system, and now we have taken few digital initiatives which we will cover. 2 applications I would like to discuss particularly. Now in 2016, almost every organization has implemented e-bill tracking system and file tracking system, but these 2 systems we implemented in 2002. The e-bill system is a very, very simple system where the vendor can see the status of the payment of his bills through the web, and it is a simple workflow. There is nothing to boost about the technology, but the best part was the governance which was put by the management, and management, in spite of all resistance within the organization, management ensured that these systems are implemented. While we were implementing these systems, there was a deliberation that whether the name of the person with whom the bill is pending should be exposed on internet or not. We deliberated and we decided once we want to have transparency, there is no harm in even putting the name on the internet where the bill is pending. So that is now management made a commitment that any bill submitted to GAIL, we will be paying within 15 days. That is all because of the good governance put in by the management. But in spite of all this, we were facing challenges. When we discussed with the users how they are using the systems, some of the users were very happy. Those users were from the finance. Those users were using the systems day in, day out. They were quite happy with the ERP implementation. But when we approached the senior members, senior management persons who were the casual users, once in a while they wanted to use the system, they were not so happy because it was literally difficult to take the information out of the system. The system which we implemented, ERP, is a very good transaction processing system, but once you want to take the information out for the decision support, it's not that good. So we deliberated, and we found that what should be done to improve drive the utilization. we identified that one of the initiative which we can take is the mobile platform. We can convert few of the application to the mobile platform, because once we make the application available on mobile, the whole paradigm changes. Earlier, the application is available only for 8 hours when the person is there in the office, in front of his desktop. But then, once you make it available on mobile, it is available for him for 24 hours. And if it is available, there will be greater chance of using the application by him. And then we also decided that we should focus mainly on simplifying the user interface. There is no point providing more and more functionality, but we should try to improve the user experience. Then continuous training and support. After this deliberation, we identified and started Project Sugam. The basic idea was to simplify things, and whatever transactions were already available in the system, how we can make them available for decision purposes. So under this, we identified 4 initiatives. One is mobile applications. Then typically plant systems and IT systems are separate systems. We tried to integrate those systems. Then we are a pipeline company. Pipeline maintenance and safety is very important. Then we deliberated that how we can improve the safety and the maintenance of the pipeline. And also we wanted to have a platform for analytics. In the mobile applications, when we discussed with our maintenance people, they told us that many times when they are going to the remote areas for many days, they are not coming back. So that is why they are not able to put the data into the application, and the data quality was not that good. So we thought that if we can provide a mobile application to them, when they are doing the maintenance, they can put the data also then and there, and the data quality will also improve. So we have provided one application to them for the field staff. Similarly, for the HR, few workflows for the employees we have developed. For sales applications also, we are trying to roll out application for the sales force. Then this integration of plant systems with the IT systems. The objective is basically, normally the maintenance is done based on the time-based maintenance is done. We are trying to move from time-based maintenance to the condition-based maintenance. And we identify 25 critical use cases for this, and the plant system, that how we can integrate plant systems with the IT systems. One of the use cases, for example, I will tell you that we are a pipeline company, and this, for protecting the pipeline, we need to give cathodic protection to the pipeline, and this voltage has to be in a particular range of 0.8 voltage to 1.2 volt. In case the voltage goes below 0.8, then we are under protecting our pipeline. If it goes beyond 1.2 volt, then we are over protecting, and that also damages the coating. So then we integrated the SCADA system with our IT systems, wherein through a middleware, and we got the data every 15 minutes, and we analyze that data, and if there is a consecutive 2 readings which indicates that the reading is out of range, then we are creating automatically a notification in our maintenance system, and this notification can be sent to the person in the field through the mobile application, and that person can go there and maintain the thing. So the total time taken for occurrence of this fault to the maintenance has greatly reduced. Similarly, we have identified few more use cases, and one of the use case is in the pipeline for avoiding the internal corrosion. There should not be a moisture. We are trying to monitor the moisture also through this automated way. because when you have humans, there could be some slippage also. Once we are developing this IT OT integration, there is going to be a lot of data, so we wanted to have that analytics platform also, and the objectives were to improve the data quality and to provide tools for data visualization so that our management can have insights and they can have data-driven decisions. Plant maintenance and safety being very important, we are doing some risk analysis. What are the top risks and who is actually managing those risks? When they are doing a job, what are the risks associated, how they are mitigated? All those things are through the system. I will not cover this case study in a detail, but briefly, there is a gas management system. Being a pipeline company, we do a billing of around 2,000 crores every fortnight, and the different customers have different contracts with different prices. The same gas they have, due to the different contracts, they have a different prices. So there is a complex calculations behind it, and initially the whole process was manual process, and it used 3-4 days. Now we have automated the entire process, right from customer nomination to the measurement. We are reading the meter readings directly from SCADA, and now the billing happens mostly on the first day of the billing. So that has resulted in the huge financial benefit. As we know that the digital age is disrupting industries, enterprises and IT department, and it is reshaping products, services and business models and creating new opportunities and threats. So what next for GAIL? So we are now deliberating how we should take care and how we should prepare ourselves for the new opportunities which digital technologies are offering. Our CMD has a vision of transforming GAIL into a smart utility. They have formed a task force. I am also a member of that task force, and we have deliberated and identified that digital transformation along with the governance is going to be the key, and I am sure with the kind of governance we have in GAIL and with these digital technologies, we will be able to move to the smart utility. Thank you for your attention.
Partha.
Esteemed panelists and learned delegates. See, procurement contributes 30%, and globally about $200 billion are procured every year, but still procurement is given a lowest priority. I have come at the end just to say that I had prepared many slides for procurement technology and procurement as such, but as the topic is about PSUs using Make in India and Digital India, so I have changed my topic. and I am giving a new presentation and some example. So PSUs contribute major chunk to Indian economy, that everybody knows that all the PSUs are not sick. So for example, the BSNL, when it came, it drastically reduced the price of the mobile calls. Prior to BSNL, we were paying heavily for even 1 minute we are paying incoming calls and outgoing calls. But when BSNL came, it changed drastically the price of a call. It changed drastically. Similarly, CDAT, it has made tremendous efforts in innovation and is using Make in India to produce indigenous hardware equipment. So we know that the growth rate is slow in PSUs and it will be enhanced only by digitization strategy. So, but it will take some time because PSUs use only the government products like NIC, e-procurement, e-office, as such, and as we know that there are many lapses in PSUs, though somewhere they are doing better, there are some problems somewhere so that they are not coming out. So digitization is required in every part of business, customers, stakeholders, running a grant, generating revenue, delivering services, communication and connecting people, and IoT solutions. All these are required in PSUs to have better production, better revenue and better profitability. More frequently, the Chinese model should be followed. We know how the Chinese people work, and they use minimum resources and they produce more profits, which we are using here. Everyday use in any electrical equipment, in any computer, in any thing, we go for Chinese products because they are very cheap and easily available. So PSU should develop such type of models so that they give better services, better products at cheaper prices. Sometimes heavy losses in PSUs are due to work delays, pricing policy, use of manpower resources, inefficient management and so on. And we know that changes are very difficult in PSUs, be it IT, services, business delivery and financial management. Now best practices for PSUs will be like e-procurement, automation of operations, centralization of applications, video conferencing and application of cloud. So as I belong to a procurement, central procurement organization DGSND, I will speak something regarding procurement technology and e-procurement. Now as you know, I will be covering these 4 or 5 areas as this time is very short. Now procurement technology, as you know, in e-procurement, it helps accelerate business improvements. It allows for the making, modification, usage and knowledge of tools, machines, techniques, craft systems, method of organization to solve a problem, improve the existing solutions, achieve a goal, and perform a specific function in relation to procurement and the procurement process. Now we know in e-procurement there are 4 stages. One is e-tendering, and one is another one is purchasing, and the third one is e-inspection, and fourth one is e-payment. Now so far we have not moved to m-procurement, but we have used some mobile apps for e-procurement that is there in our website dgsnd.gov.in. That mobile app you can use for having better information on the procurement of stores, but it is not exactly m-procurement. And we are planning to have smart procurement and some e-marketplace so that everybody should share their information and have a better bargain. Now, types of procurement technologies are like this. These are some of the procurement technologies. E-commerce. As we know, e-commerce, under e-commerce I have mentioned e-sourcing, e-procurement, e-purchasing, e-auctions, e-tender and electronic payment solutions. Now, in e-commerce, actually there are some websites like India Mart and all that, from where you can have better information about how the suppliers are performing. Before purchasing a horse, you should know how horse is running, how fast the horse is running, so that you should know from the various global websites as per the performance of those companies, those firms in the previous years, how their sales were there and what is the exact price in the global market. All those informations can be obtained from the online systems or websites of those companies or some associations or like India Mart and all that. Now marketplaces and business exchanges, like as I said, e-marketplace we are planning to have, contract registers and databases. We are using Oracle and somebody may use some other database, and we have also Java, knowledge portals, supply databases, business intelligence and invoicing and e-payments, ERP systems, MRP and inventory systems, ERP is enterprise resource planning and MRP is materials resource planning. EPOs, UOS, electronic point of sale, barcoding, RFID, radio frequency identification, intranets and extranets. These are some of the technologies we should use for procurement. Now benefits are reduction of time and cost, collaboration with suppliers, accurate and instant information flows, improved management of existing contracts, suppliers, and improved workflow management. There is risk reduction also. Then there is increased competition, diversity and inclusion, transparency, and improved audit capabilities. Now consideration before implementing new technologies. Decide the objective before choosing a technology. Early process of re-engineering. Strong focus on user adoption. Involvement of all affected stakeholders in implementation. Consider the risk and define and reinforce metrics. Return on investment. Availability of training. These considerations should be done. Whether it will perform better or not. Whether the return on investment will be more or not. Whether it will be available, trainings or facilities are available or not. Whether the after purchase considerations should be there, post purchase effects will be there or not. Now best practices uses for technologies are integration of financial systems with procurement system to allow for verification of funds prior to the order release, automation process flows for approvals, enable the organization to receive electronic requisitions, preparation of solicitations for requisition information, utilization of push technology to notify potential bidders, offerers of available opportunities, preparation of bid evaluations and bid analysis reports, preparation of proposals, evaluation reports, preparation and distribution of notices of award, use of a commodity service code structure to group and track purchases, automated production of purchase orders for standard inventory items. These are best practices for use of technologies. Similarly, some more are the accumulation of usage of data for contract items, track of orders released against contracts, implementation of supplier performance reports that reflect customer satisfaction, dissatisfaction, automated recording and updates to the purchase history, track the status of requisition and purchase orders, production of essential management reports and summaries, inclusion of contract administration functionality within the technology, use of e-commerce to source and order goods and services online, acceptance of electronic procurement flows, acceptance of formal competitive sealed bids. Now provide electronic catalogs to the user departments, use of reverse auction processes for high volume and standardized commodities, use of online surplus auction services, use of solicitation, development software with process flow, templates, library of clauses, approval processes, online posting and purchasing award, and contract information for transparency purposes. So that's all I wanted to say. What our organization present thrust is about the green procurement. Means, the procurement of those goods and services which are producing less carbon and use less energy, and they are efficient, just like 5-star, 3-star ACs or energy star computers like that. Then about 30% we are doing procurement for green equipments and items. Similarly, we are increasing our items to be procured for disaster management, and then we are having green channel farms for their better and easier procurement, so that they need not do any inspection and all that. Similarly, we are going for e-marketplace, and that is what I wanted to say. Thank you.
Easy, with its inherent limitations. All of us would have gone through those challenges and would have managed it in our own way. That would have made some very interesting compilation. Regarding future, but as a person who has been working in PSUs or government space and in IT for quite a while, I'm quite impressed with the giant strides which every organization has taken, whether it's insurance to gas to mere procurement to financial services to MSME promotion type of thing. It's quite impressive. I believe that the future lies in two things. One is use of cloud and personal computing devices. These are the two things which are going to make life easier in PSUs or IT adoption faster in PSUs. And the big challenge that is going to be would be the capability of PSUs to leverage analytics, how to get into analytics and how to use that as a strong tool. I think PSUs by and large are perhaps not optimally equipped to handle this analytics issue as such. Anyway, the next few years would be very interesting in terms of IT dissemination and deployment within PSUs. By the time the next conference happens, I think we'll be hearing a different perspective about IT usage in PSUs and how it has helped Digital India or make in India happen. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Thank you so much, sir. I request you to stay, all of you to stay for a minute. I now request the co-program chair of this summit, Mr. K. Mohammed Y. Safarullah, who is the director of Kerala State IT Mission, Department of IT, Government of Kerala, to kindly come and present mementos to our honorable session chair, respected Power Secretary, and eminent panelists on stage. We'll start with Mr. M. Sivasankar. A round of applause for Secretary Power of Government of Kerala, CMD, and then Mr. Atul Rastogi, DGM of Gas Authority of India Limited. Then Mr. Ravi Kumar from National Small Industries Corporation Limited, he heads the South Region of NSIC. Next is Ma'am Gauri Rajan, Deputy General Manager of Information Technology, New India Insurance Company Limited. Mr. Mushtaq Ahmed, Deputy General Manager, Kerala Financial Corporation. And our guest from Government of India, Mr. S.K. Panda, Director of Ministry of Commerce and Industry. I request for a group photo with the Director IT and as well as our honorable session chair. With the mementos in hand, it will look more beautiful.